Now, this is one that has been brewing for an incredibly long time. JC has been calling out Surf for some years, right? And until fairly recently, Surf was, really playing it down, saying JC has nothing for him. He doesn't deserve that battle. Blah blah blah. He doesn't want it. It doesn't interest him. He's not battling JC. And then he went on his losing streak and sat down to become Tsu Surf, the commentator slash analyst slash personality. Wasn't battling and was just talking about battling. Then when the big stages came back, so did Surf, and he came back and went on a tear, absolute tear. He hasn't lost a battle since his comeback, and he also the the guys who were calling him out before his losing streak, John the Don, Cortez, JC, all of those guys who sort of said, "Yeah, I'm not battling you," they all were back on his target list. As we know, the John battle has happened, as has the Cortez one. Those went. Will it be the same for JC? JC, again, on phenomenal form, looks incredibly hard to beat. Pen is on fire. Performance is up there. This is a great time for both of them to meet on, like I say again, one of the biggest stages possible, Summer Madness. This must be the headliner, right? This must be the headliner. If it's not, then holy crap, who is? But yeah, biggest of stages. He's also acting like he's giving JC a shot. He's saying, basically, I'm shining light on him. Now, I don't think you can say that about JC, especially not with the form that he's in right now. JC, I mean, obviously Surf would have to agree to the battle, but JC can pretty much ask for who he wants, and it's down to the opponent whether or not they want to take it. But I don't think URL are looking at JC and saying, nah, you can't get that battle, you don't deserve that, you can't win that, or you haven't put in enough work or whatever. People don't want to see that. I think JC can get pretty much whatever battle he wants. But nonetheless, Surf seems to disagree. We're going to see what they've both been saying. Diane says JC is going to need a 6-minute round full of bombs. Them back-to-back bombs that Surf has, right? Those kind of back-to-back reactions. It's hard to counteract those as an opponent when Surf is constantly getting such reaction. He's bringing that shit back. The crowd are repeating it. He's getting another 2 bars in, and then he has to bring it back. He doesn't have to bring it back again, but he chooses to bring it back again. By the end of the 8 bars, everyone is, saying every punch, the ecstasy and frenzy is in the air, and it's, damn. And it's also his Rolling Loud weekend. Will that factor in? He's on Rolling Loud on the Sunday. So he posted recently, didn't he? He made a tweet about which other battle rapper gets to fly to Rolling Loud and then to URL. He's actually doing the other way around, but he's got a big weekend. Will that affect him at all? JC is going to need to do a dance move like he did in the tournament. If he did, Surf has got to rebuttal that. He's got to rebuttal that. Surf may not be the most well-known rebuttalers, but you got to have something for that, or something. You got to have something. Let's see what they've both said. So Surf came. This was before the announcement, interestingly. Before the announcement, so this was last week. Surf said, while I'm at it, JC, grab your sneakers. I feel like fighting. Countdown starts now. And in fact, I think this is around the time that I was saying, you can see matches are being locked in, or at least people are trying to get matches locked in, because there were way too many people kind of actively jockeying on the timeline. And this was one of those tweets that caught my eye. JC said, "This is where the fun begins." And so Surf came out on Hip Hop Is Real saying, let's say you got two lanes in battle rap, like lyrics versus performance. I can catch up to JC's lane more than he can catch up to mine. AMG mode is a thing. I chain punch and all of that. I can shake the room one time and 30 seconds shake it again. He is going to have to keep up with that. Shout out Let's Talk Battle Rap who got that. What does JC think of that? Well, he thinks it's funny. Not even super funny. Just all he gave it one little laugh. Ha. 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 That's what he said. That's what he said. JC's best round to win is the third round. Surf round isn't always the strongest. Yeah, Surf tends to sort of he's quite top heavy, isn't he? He starts with a bang, and he tends to pack the most kind of explosive material early on. Although at some point you would think he might flip that strategy, because it's could become predictable. But yeah, do we agree with what Surf is saying there? He can saying basically, I can catch up to JC more than he can catch up to me. That and this is what Diane, that was your first comment. He's going to need those 6-minute round full of bombs. This is what Surf is talking about. Those reactions, that packing in, the chain punching. That is a huge weapon in his armory. But JC has that intricate, right, in that layered shit, that kind of slower build up or longer build up, but once it lands, it's like, ooh. I guess for the big stage against an opponent like Surf, who does have such presence, who does have such command of the stage, not that JC doesn't, I think he's definitely gonna tinker and adjust a little bit for the crowd. Surf says, if you don't pull up with no veneers, you lost the first. Use that 100 right. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's 100 from the tournament. Damn. And then Surf just says, Pay Stumbles, or JC says that. Now, Surf has been quite vocal. Jackie Marie says, saying JC deserves a shot, giving him an opportunity is mad disrespectful to me. She's quoting Surf there. These are things that he has said. And he says, I hate that people hate the truth. He's not main eventing if I don't take this battle. I said it's time to battle. He got his ass up because he don't have a choice whether you like it or not. Is Surf just kind of flexing there? Is he talking big? We know Surf talks big. JC can main event. Would he main event Summer Madness? I mean, not many people can, but yeah, the right matchup, yes, JC would definitely main event Summer Madness. And saying, I would be the headliner anyway doesn't mean that you're necessarily giving JC a shot. He says, they lie, they hate you. You tell the truth, they hate you. When the hell have we ever seen damn JC headlining Summer Madness? If he deserved it, he would have been there already. This is Summer Madness 12. So he's saying he doesn't deserve it. If he did, he would have got that shot. We're 12 in already. And I think, he's picking at hairs here. I think that JC could definitely headline a Summer Madness. He may not be as electrifying as Surf, but he's on great form right now. 120k JC, don't need Surf. That's for Surf battle. Get real, Surf. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. He's really downplaying him. He's in that battle mode. I'm not giving him no credit, but he's really, like I said, playing him down. I'm sure that's a little fuel for JC's fire there. Someone replies and says, Surf is the bigger artist for sure. Does JC even make music? I'm just going off battle rap. Last time we saw JC, he won 120k. I don't know. That just feels like he ain't need Surf to main event. I wasn't saying it like that. Surf says, how, if he's never main evented a big card, what Summer Madness he was ever on top? Or no, if I choose good, still main event. Daylight, still main event. You guys talk to talk. And he's saying, look at the people you're naming. Those are top tiers. That's what helps to make it a main event, not Surf versus a random. So still, he's doubling down. Why has he never battled on a headline then? Why are you not answering that? He has battled the top guys, and it's never that hammering the point home. Comes back and says, they're going to S the D of whoever I decide to put the spotlight on at the moment. Saying basically, whoever I decide to battle, I'm putting a spotlight. That's what it is when I pick a battle with somebody. I choose and I spotlight them. And because I'm battling them, everybody's going to overly support the other person. That's so not true, Surf. He says, if you've never seen someone headline a Summer Madness ever, then he battles someone that has, you're not about to tell me he's headlining because of him. Now, those things can all be separately true at the same time. I think, Surf is just being loud here, basically. He's being very loud and, yeah, just doing as much as he can. It's that normal Surf talk. He talks big, whether it's kind of, it's battle rap, right? It's all opinionated, and he feels if he can justify it, then he's going to keep talking it. Like I said, all of those things can be separately true at the same time, and it doesn't prove your point. It's pointless to talk to Surf because he will always find something to say. This is it. Salute, 1 star. Thanks for tuning in. Surf will debate for endlessly online, on Twitter, in the Twitter spaces, on Instagram Live, with himself on Instagram Live. He doesn't need, and I think part of that is what gasses him. He gasses himself, and it fuels him, motivates him. And then it's also just his persona and personality. Surf likes to be talked about. He likes to make, and it's also business as well, I guess. It's branding, it's marketing, it's selling the fight, it's promo, it's all of that stuff. So, yeah. Who wins? Who wins? JC is coming to do work. This JC in the last sort of, year or so, incredibly consistent. And I think in after the tournament, that's 4 battles back to back. Did he have one shortly before that as well? He's put on some great performances this year. He's really difficult to beat, but I think his weak point is a performer like Surf, who will get that constant reaction. He will say some dope shit, of course, but that entertaining the crowd. If this was a small room, I don't think Surf takes it, and I think it's a very different battle potentially, but this is the big stage, and I think that puts the advantage squarely in Surf's court. Maybe that's why he was such a good commentator. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a talker, right? He can talk until the cows come home. But yeah, right now, I have to see closer to the event, but right now, my prediction has got to edge it to Surf. He's barely dropped a round since he came back, and on that stage, it's his, pretty much. Very few have that presence that he has, and the ability to engage and interact and bring the crowd in, involve them in the battle, like they're part of it. But those are the only official announcements that we have. The only ones. We are 1 month away. I shall say it again. URL. We are 1 month away. In French. How do you say one in uno in Spanish? Like one. In Portuguese. We are 1 month away. That's like 30 days. We need announcements. People need to make plans. I want to get excited. I don't have no plans to make. I just want to be excited. I want to know. And we need these battlers ready and prepared. I'm hoping, you've locked you've locked everything in and you're just waiting for, I don't know what, to make the announcements. We'll see. We're going to talk about who looks like they could be on the